Gents, welcome to the Giga Geeks podcast. I am your host, the Giga Gamer Dad, and with me tonight is my co-host, BPDC PTSD, aka the Panda, which is funny because one of our stories has to do with the trash panda. So,
Is it the one I'm thinking of?
it's the one you're thinking of.
Yes.
I am. But before we begin, I want to apologize to everybody for not having episodes the last 2 weeks. We've all just been kind of busy, trying to do anything we can to like survive. Right? It's just been a pain the last few weeks.
It's been a month. Last month was a month.
Oh, for sure. And like we had Thanksgiving. That was the main reason why we postponed that week to the next week. And then we didn't. Like, I just wasn't feeling it. I don't know what it was.
I mean, hey. Our mental health matters.
Well, I mean, it is that time of year.
For dinner.
It is that time of year where, you know, we usually talk about it every year, how this is like one of the most depressing times for vets and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it's still relevant to anybody. Like, it's just that time of year.
It do be that time of year.
Yeah.
I actually think it's interesting that, like, somehow we've gone about saying, like, I have the SADS, but it is actually an acronym for the seasonal depression.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't remember what the whole acronym is. Goodness. Oh my gosh.
I don't know. But I mean, seasonal depression is real, and I think you feel it more as an adult than you do as a kid, obviously. Because I don't remember ever feeling this bad until,
But I feel like it's like, okay, it's getting colder, it's gonna snow, we got Christmas, and we got Thanksgiving. Like, there's so much to be happy for when you're a child. Like, my child already doesn't have school tomorrow.
I have to work tomorrow night. I'm not excited about it. I was supposed to shave. Like, I have all this facial hair up here, up past my beard that I just haven't done anything with. And it's not that I don't want to. I just don't have any ambition to.
There's more important things we need to put our energy to, I think.
I've been building Legos. That's what I've been doing. I'm almost done with my Lego Slave 1 back there.
Hey, we're living our best life over here.
But luckily enough, I have been playing a little bit of Destiny 2. I don't know why. Like, I finally got to the point in my head that I should stop supporting this company that is very predatory. Like, it keeps releasing DLC, and then it doesn't let you keep any of the DLC that you've purchased. Like, I'm mad about that.
Which is crazy.
I can't go back and replay the Red War, the campaign that released with Destiny 2. I cannot go back to replay. Like, you can't. They keep vaulting stuff, and people keep asking them to bring it back, and they're saying it's virtually impossible, which is dumb. So this is this is the last DLC I'm buying, and the only reason why I bought this DLC, which is called Renegades, is because it is Star Wars themed. Like,
you can't miss out on that.
I can't. And
period.
I played a lot of it so far, and I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? Why? Because I like the gameplay, I like the loop, but I feel like that magic for that series is gone for me. And I don't want to attempt playing it like I used to. And I don't have the friend base to play it like I used to either.
Repeat that last sentence.
I don't have the friend base to play Destiny 2 like I used to. Yelling at the kid.
To get the dog.
Gotcha. But other than that, I've been playing Anno 117, which is a Roman-based city builder. I dived back into Starfield.
Shocker.
I spent 3 hours the other day downloading mods on not only my Xbox, but also on my ROG Ally, so I could play the save simultaneously. Because I'm that guy. Jump back into Skull and Bones for a bit, because Pirate Ships, that's the one live service that I have stuck with since it came out. Which used to be Destiny, and there's virtually no point
and now
anymore.
Here we are.
Yeah.
So Weston was so nice enough that he was dying to play Battlefield 6 with me.
He bought it for you.
He got it for me for Christmas and my birthday, is what I said. I was like, that's the only way I will accept such a thing. So
I stopped playing Battlefield as well. Like, I beat the campaign, I played a lot of the multiplayer, and I just don't have the time. I don't have the patience to dedicate, which is weird, because I already have like 2 days worth of time in Anno, and I've already put in another day's worth of time in Starfield.
Yeah.
But that's completely different. Like, it's not online. Those aren't playing with people. It's not multiplayer. That's what I'm saying. I have more time for single player games than I do multiplayer games.
I think when I do have people to actually play stuff with, I'll play it the most. I haven't touched Marvel in a hot minute. Yeah, I think all I've been playing is Battlefield.
Yeah. I like Battlefield, but I don't have the people. It's boring to play when you don't have a squad to talk to.
Weston is very what's it called? Like, he grinds the challenges, and I'm just here.
I don't have the patience. I do that with Skull and Bones, but other than that, I just, which is stupid for me to say, because the mods that I have in Starfield literally minimize my experience gain to 10% of what I would normally get, and now I have to craft all my food and everything. Like, I have an economy mod, so now I have to pay for like ship repair every time I land. Like, I've made the game harder for myself.
Why would you do that?
Don't have the patience to grind in the multiplayer game. Because I'm a masochist. This is how I enjoy playing a simulation RPG.
Crazy.
I have 4 hours in the game, and I just hit level 2. Before, I was level 10 before I hit an hour and a half. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 45. We are talking about drunk raccoons and sneaky CEOs, and we have a few other stories in there as well. But let's start off with our first one. I got a little news clip to watch, which I think is funny.
It's been great.
All right, so I'm gonna bring it up. Let's bring it up.
Authorities responded this past weekend to a break-in at a liquor store in Ashland, Virginia, but the perpetrator was probably not who you might have suspected. It wasn't Willie Geist, no. Look at that mess.
I pay for mine.
Bottles of gin, vodka, and whiskey littering the aisles. Was Carson there? Puddles of booze covering the concrete floors. Turns out the burglar did not get far. They found him in the restroom, passed out. A reckless raccoon that did all that damage. Poor life choices. Certainly made the most of its night. Paid the price. Animal control took him into custody after a few hours. Sobering up, he was released back into the wild. How about that? I don't know.
I've never broken into a liquor store, but I can relate to being on the bathroom floor.
Yes, it's the poor life choices.
Once or twice.
Yeah.
Poor life choices, yes.
Years ago.
So that was all I wanted out of that. Like that was our whole story. I really don't need that. So
It's funny because that's like right by my work.
in Ashland, Virginia,
It's like 30 minutes away.
it says the bandit was something of a nocturnal menace. Bottles were smashed, a ceiling tile collapsed, and alcohol pooled on the floor. Did you see that they made shirts for him too?
Yes.
I want to get those shirts. It's pretty funny. I saw this and I immediately thought, "Oh no, her spirit animal is loose. What the heck is going on?"
My inner spirit animal relapsed for me.
Mm-hmm. Well, what's that movie with God, where she's a monster when she like sleeps or something? Or no, when she's drunk, she's a monster and crashes like a Tokyo City. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh boy, okay. Let's look it up. I think
Google it.
I think is it Anne Hathaway? I think it's Anne Hathaway.
Oh my goodness.
Colossal. It's called Colossal.
Never heard of it.
It is directed by I can't even pronounce his name. Returning to her hometown, an aimless New York party girl discovers she has a freaky connection to a massive creature terrorizing South Korea.
Crazy.
Yeah. It just reminds me of that. I was like, is she drunk and she just turned into a raccoon? Like, what the hell? But for those of us that play computer games, like computer games, not just any computer games, let's look into our next story. Pew. Oh, damn it. I hit the stupid button. So this is from PC Gamer, and this is by Andy Edser, published November 25th, 2025. The sneaky malware variant has been caught using fake Windows update screens to trick users into installing info-stealing software themselves. This is the
yay.
PC equivalent of holding holding the door open for a burglar on their way in. So the reason why I'm saying this is because I know a lot of people that probably watch us are console gamers and have a PC. So this is important. If you're anything like me, you keep a sharp eye on your Windows Defender updates to make sure your PC protected against the latest threats. However, while Defender is remarkably good at catching dodgy files these days, it can't do a whole lot about users bypassing its security methods themselves, if convinced to do so. Which is precisely what a new variant of known malware ClickFix has been caught doing, tricking users into thinking that an innocent Windows update requires them to paste a malicious command into a run window via bleeping computer. Researchers at security services provider Huntress have detailed a novel new method in a blog post, and it's quite the feat of social engineering. Essentially, a browser window containing a full screen version of what looks to be a Windows Update screen launches with the familiar blue-black background, although with a suspicious looking font. After the update is complete, the last step prompts the user to hold the Windows key and R, opening the run instance. Unfortunate
Hold on.
victims are
I have to point something out with that. I paid too much attention to the font of certain things. It makes me wonder how people miss stuff like that. And then I'm like, am I just autistic?
If you're like 80,
I mean, fair. And I have
because
glasses.
most of the people that are falling susceptible to this are probably not on the computer every day or not on a computer enough to know better.
Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe that's just my brain then, because I'm like, how do you not recognize that the font's different?
I'm the same way. I can notice a font difference as well, even if they're like not that different. Because it's been in video games before,
enough.
where like a part of like a paragraph has like a different font for no apparent reason. And then you look into it like, is this a clue? Am I supposed to pay attention to this? And it's
Like,
not.
why is the font weird?
It's just like placeholder font that just stayed.
Wow, Breezy, you're just now starting to follow me. That's rude.
Oh, wow. And here we
Now
are
you can
bringing the
continue.
news.
So unfortunate.
Unfortunate victims are then told to press Control V, which pastes a malicious code into the run prompt, automatically copied to the machine's clipboard. Pressing Enter activates a PowerShell command, which in turn decrypts and loads a sequence of reflective.net assemblies used for process injection. After a convoluted sequence of evasion tactics, a .png file containing shellcode is reconstructed, eventually installing an InfoSealer variant. It's a remarkably involved process. It all began by the user kicking off the main sequence of events themselves. Huntress goes into more detail as to exactly how a dodgy file.png file can be used to inject malware into your system, but if I were to explain it all here, I'd need 8 more paragraphs and quite possibly a short nap. It's a very novel approach, put it that way, but it's the social engineering aspect of this particular lure that has me intrigued. After all, I'm forever telling my friends and relatives to keep Windows updated as a best security practice, but I can't do a whole lot to protect the less vigilant of them from falling for a relatively convincing fake. And that's what we're talking about. That's bad. Like, if you're not vigilant enough to pay attention to what you're doing and you install a program on your computer that you don't know what it is, or it looks authentic, then unfortunately that might be on you.
Again, back to my original statement, like, how do you not notice little things like that? But
They're not targeting us, people that know what we're doing.
I-
But it could also be all these people that are recently buying Windows handhelds, like the ROG Ally and stuff like that. If this shit pops up on one of those, I personally have turned off a lot of like encryption services on my personal handheld because I only utilize it to play games. Like, I don't connect to anything else. But if a window like that popped up, I'd be like, okay, suspicious, delete. But for all these new users that have all these new PC handhelds, it's not quite the same way. But we do have some good news. We have a little bit of good news before we close off with some ridiculous news. Let's start off with something.
I love how blind I get to go into all of this.
I know. You're
Minus,
like responses. Well, you never send me anything, so I have to like figure this all out myself. And I've been saving stories for 2 weeks. You know this to be true. I don't.
I fell down a rabbit hole a few weeks ago. I contributed one time.
Back when I was in the Marine Corps, there was this app that released in a wave of like health apps that allowed you to like do this kind of story type of thing when you ran or if you made it a certain distance and stuff. And that's where this story takes us.
Interesting. Okay.
I didn't hit the little button. God damn it. Boop, little button. This is also a PC gamer. I have a few PC gamer ones in here. I typically don't like going to PC gamer, but they had some good stories this last week or two. A few of our stories are a little older because, like I said, we were gone for 2 weeks.
We were gone a while.
Yeah. This is by Lauren Morton, published November 25th, 2025. And finally, some good buyout news. A writer just bought back the game she co-created from a blockchain company, so it doesn't end up being turned into AI slop.
Nice.
That to me is already a great story. Like, that's a win.
The end.
Yep. Novelist and game writer Naomi Alderman has bought back the rights to Zombies Run exercise app she's been writing episodes for more than a decade. Yeah, it's been damn near a decade. I've been out of the Marine Corps a decade. God damn.
Yes, you have.
After years of buyouts, consolidations, and layoffs, referred to as efficiency in the game industry, we deserve a little win for the workers as a treat. Our small ray of sunshine is this. One novelist and games writer has just bought back the rights to the zombie themed fitness app that she's been writing for over a decade from a blockchain company that had planned to shut it down. Naomi Alderman is a published author of science fiction novels, and for years she is also the lead writer for a gamified fitness app called Zombies Run. It encourages players to get on the move by listening to episodic post-apocalyptic stories, interval training while actively running from zombies, and supplies rewards from workout sessions to upgrade their survival base. Alderman co-created the app and wrote its year's worth of voice-acted episodic stories that have amassed over 10 million users since 2012. My best friend has been evangelizing this game to me, unsuccessfully only because I hate running, on the grounds of its excellent story for all 13 years of those years, even when its future was looking bleak recently. The developer's Six to Start was acquired by blockchain and fitness metaverse company Olive X back in 2021. As reported by The Verge, Olive X laid off the majority of Six to Start staff earlier this year and started looking to sell the developer or else shutting it down. Turns out Alderman had a clause in her contract saying that if she had the right to purchase it if it were ever made for or ever up for sale, she explains in her public announcement, a savvy move she credits to her experience in the publishing industry and one not available to most game writers. I think I might be the only games writer to be in a position to this kind of deal, she writes. I knew Olive X had been looking for a buyer, and I presumed it would be way out of my range, but when they let me know what they were tentatively starting conversations and the price range, it suddenly seemed as though it might be possible. Alderman tells PC Gamer. I was excited and terrified when I realized I could indeed put it together. I'm delighted to make sure that Zombies Run doesn't end up being turned into AI slop, she writes in her announcement. Now, theirs is more, but I don't think we need to go into more depth with this because just the fact that she was smart enough to have that in her contract to say, if this ever goes up for sale, I want to be able to buy it. Like, she wins. Like, good for her.
I just thought of that stupid gif.
Which one?
The lady sitting there, literally. Good for
Yeah.
her.
Yeah. Like, I'm just like, I know about this app. I've downloaded this app at one point in the last 13 years. And I think I've maybe ran with it a few times, but it wasn't my cup of tea. And I didn't realize that it had like episodes that you had to do. So if I had known that, it's basically a podcast you run to. Like, I could do that.
Gosh.
Maybe, I mean, not really run, but I could definitely walk.
We can
really
move.
fast.
We can move. Oh my gosh. So, little story. There was one time I went to the gym and Ace Ventura, when nature calls, was on one of the TVs. Next thing I know, I look down and I've been on the treadmill for 2.5 hours.
That's the thing. Like, I could do it. I could definitely do exercises if I'm distracted.
Well, I was like just doing an inclined walk and I'm just like laughing at the movie. I didn't even have to hear the movie. I was just watching it. And I know the whole like script by heart.
That's the
so I was like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever. But that went my entire workout done. I was like, and we're going home.
I have an exercise bike upstairs, and I've definitely thought about like sitting up there and putting on a movie, but I don't because
You have to put on like a really good.
I have
I was
like
gonna say
go-to
I was gonna give you
movies.
an idea, but you'd be on that bike for a long time.
Lord of the
It's
Rings.
like, just put on Lord of the
Oh, I'm making it the Mordor. Fuck you guys. Like, I'll beat you. I'll beat you there.
Oh, geez. That'd be one way to do it. Good Lord. That's
Do you know what
hilarious.
comes out this month? On a Wednesday,
I'm like,
actually.
what month are we even in? December. I feel like I should know, but I don't. Other than Stranger Things coming out on Christmas.
Oh,
That's all I know.
I really need to just rewatch the entire series. Like, I got to the end of the season with the Russians.
Couldn't tell you.
I think it was the season before last. I don't remember anymore. No, season 2 of Fallout will premiere December 17th.
That's right. And Jujutsu Kaisen is out tomorrow. Yes.
So, I'm excited for Fallout. I was trying to convince my wife to watch the first season with me again, but it's just enough to know that she will watch the second season with me. So, I will watch the first season alone.
We won't push it.
I'm not going to push it. So I'm going to watch the first season alone. I have Fallout 4, the anniversary edition, downloaded on my Xbox and my ROG Ally, ready to play because I'm excited. But this next story actually takes us back to Fallout, but in a different way, because this is by Justin Wagner. I'll get it at some point. This is by Justin Wagner, published November 29th. And this it says Fallout co-creator Tim Kaine says canon is whatever the owner of the IP says it is, but that's okay because the best part of interpretation is that you can't be wrong. Kaine uses long-running vlog series to discuss the lines between text interpretation and authorial intent. Oh shit! How long is it? Okay, hold on. I gotta look. How long is this video? No, no, I don't want to watch. Okay, looks like we're watching a Planet Fitness app.
That's what I pay for.
Hey there.
I'm in the mood for something sci-fi.
No, Amazon. Oh, it's 10 minutes. I don't think we're watching it for 10 minutes.
No.
That's a lot. I'll watch it alone. There's a character in Fallout dating back to the original game called Harold. He's a sorry sight, mutated beyond recognition, with a sapling growing out of his exposed cranial innards. But how he got that way isn't clear. Fans have speculated for years as to whether he's a virus-infected mutant, a radiation-poisoned ghoul, both, or neither. And Fallout co-creator Tim Kaine has weighed in on the debate on a larger point. Any interpretation is right, so long as it's designated as such. He said as much in a video uploaded on his YouTube channel yesterday, that the same channel where he routinely shares insights and commentary from his entire body of game dev work, including everything from the original Fallout to the WildStar and the Outer Worlds. The new video titled "Let's Talk About Canon" gets into the weeds as to what counts as canon in a narrative and what doesn't. Okay, so hold on. If I remember right, Tim Kaine worked on the Outer Worlds and WildStar, which was a sci-fi MMO that came out, God, maybe a decade ago. It's no longer up and running. Like, you'd have to like do some voodoo magic to do it. WildStar came out in 2014, June 3rd, 2014, and it shut down November 28th. Oh, let's see. November 28th, WildStar shut down. 2018. So it only lasted 4 years.
4 years. Jeez.
Which sucks because I liked it, but I never had a chance to like fully get into it. And that's just with any MMO, to be honest. Because MMOs are designed for decades of play.
Right.
I don't have a game that I want to play for decades.
By definition of doing that, like something that you can replay or just something that keeps continuing?
Something that keeps continuing. And I think that's
Okay.
part of the reason why I fell off of Destiny.
Fair enough.
Because bring out a sequel. Just bring out another one. Pique my interest. Keep it up for a few years and then cut all content, create another one. You know what I mean?
Destiny is goated,
The
but
original Destiny is goated. The first one. We at the beginning of the episode we were talking about how Destiny 2 is not what it started as. Whereas like it's gotten rid of a lot of old content and you can't play any of the content that you paid $60 for at launch, or some of us $100 for at launch. Yeah. I like Destiny. I don't like how they've taken Destiny away from me, if that makes sense.
yeah.
Despite the fact it's still here, it's just not what I want anymore. Like, create a new Destiny. Like, why are they fucking this up? They created Destiny 2 after Destiny 1.
OG
And
Destiny
yeah,
is goated, and yeah, there's a lot of criticism on D2. Well, I feel like that's mainly why, because
the moment,
you're
yeah, they're taking content away from it, from the people that want to play this. Like, I wanted to go back and replay the Red War. I really do. I really want to go back and play all the DLCs in order for the story with like a hunter or a warlock, because my Titan is the one I keep through all the way through.
yeah.
But I can't go play as these other characters because I'm never going to get the other shit that came with them. They lock content behind it.
Do you think they can save the D2, or should they just end
A-
that and start something else? I think they should start something
I
else.
think they should start something else. There's no way to save Destiny 2. The way they could have saved Destiny 2 is allow people to play all that vaulted content, which they said that they can never bring back. And the reason why is just because of like the system mechanics. I logged in to play Renegades, and I haven't played Destiny in maybe 2 or 3 expansions. And what the fuck is going on with these systems anymore? Like, the system that the game started with is not the system that they're using now. Like, they've completely changed it from what it was. And it's at that point, just make a new game. Do a new game.
Yeah.
Don't keep changing something that was good to begin with. And then just keep convoluting it with more bullshit.
Back to the article.
That's how I feel. Back to the article. We're talking about Tim Kaine and canon. Oop. To summarize his argument is this. Canon is whatever the owner of the IP says it is. An individual's interpretation is personal and freeform, and therefore you can't be wrong. The authorial intent is another matter altogether that usually differs from team to team member and may even diverge greatly from canon, with each perspective is in conversation with one another, but the lines are clear to see the significance. So let me talk about this. Basically, word of mouth. Everybody interprets something different. What he's saying is we could both read something and both take away something completely different. And he's saying that both of our arguments are valid.
I mean, I don't want to get too crazy about it, but like, it's what it's like reading the Bible. Like, you
I
can
mean,
be
you're
going
right.
through different seasons of your life and then read something, and then someone else could read it in a different season of their life. And it's like, oh, but that's how I took that, but that's how this person took it. It's just, sometimes it's just, your perception is your own reality.
Well, he says also when somebody buys like a product, like Disney has bought Star Wars. They get to decide whatever canon is. I hate that because they got rid of some of the best stories in the universe
Oh yeah.
for that specific universe. That's what I'm saying. And created garbage ones. So there is a point where I think fans also have the right to step in and say, hey, that should not be canon.
I mean,
But art is subjective. Let's continue. Boop. Circling back to Harold, Kane said in his video that canon is what it is. If the people who own Fallout say Harold is a ghoul, he's a ghoul. I still think he's a weird thing. That's neither. But you may think he's a mutant. And we can all be right because that's the difference between canon, intent, and interpretation. These discussions can get particularly fuzzy when talking about long-running game series, especially complex RPGs like Fallout, because a given game may have been worked on by dozens or hundreds of people, where a short story may be the product of a single author and an editor or two. A big-budget video game ultimately reflects these gestalt of countless perspectives. And as Kane points out in his video, plenty of narrative games openly contradict themselves for one reason or another. Kane isn't convinced community sentiment has or should have much authority in determining a given game's canon. If you're fond of Googling death of the author, you might want to Google tyranny of the majority, because I don't really think you want to have canon defined by the majority. I agree with both sides, because with Harry Potter, death of the author is peak for me, because the world she created is great, but the person she is a piece of garbage.
yeah. And that's a very common point of view, opinion.
If
I don't know what you'd call that, but it's a common
take, yeah,
yeah.
especially from a lot of people. Like my wife, since that all stuff came out, I don't think I've seen her watch Harry Potter very often since, which is weird. Especially since we've been reading Sarah J. Maas stuff. I think Sarah J. Maas has taken over that J.K. Rowling side of her brain. So,
but we've also, came into adulthood.
Yeah, some of us.
I have not. I'm literally sitting on a niffler.
And what is it? What was the other thing? Tyranny of the majority. If you let a lot of people dictate what a canon is, it could also dilute or destroy the story. So there is a lot to take away as far as what should be done about it. I think they should be like a Venn diagram, where canon is the shit that we all can agree on.
Oh yeah.
Especially for something as big as like Fallout or Skyrim.
Well, like when you look at how people are viewing Harold specifically, it's not going off of some like disconnected branch. It's still connected to the gist of the story of Fallout. Like he could be this or that because
do you know what Harold looks like?
not off the top. I think I know who it is.
It's this guy.
Okay, yeah, okay.
In Fallout 2.
Yeah.
But I think later on he became like a tree. Like he has he's changed over the years. I don't know why they have a bag in here, but they probably want me to get something for my wife. I'm not getting her Coach bag. So he's definitely gone through some iterations, and it's one of those things where the plant that was growing in his head just kind of like took over the body.
He like evolutionized.
It's called evolved, but yes.
Thank you.
You
Words.
are welcome.
Wow. I need to go to bed.
We were going to start with or do the Subnautica one, but I want to talk about that one last. I have a fond love of Maxis games, whether it be The Sims, SimCity, or one of the greatest games, in my opinion, of all time, when it's working and doesn't bug out on you. Spore. That little creature creator game from...
I haven't even heard of that in ages. Oh.
I fucking love that game. I have it on not only EA, but I have it on Steam, and I've put so many hours into it. My whole deployment is me remembering Spore because I played the shit out of it when I was deployed. But this is crazy because this story was just insane for me to like read. This is also PC Gamer by Justin Wagner, November 20th. In October 2025, a full 205 months after the ill-fated Life Sim Spore first launch, someone walked into a store, found an old DVD copy on a shelf, and bought it.
What?
They bought a physical version of a game that has been gone for the better part of what? Decade and a half? What is this? 205 months. 205 divided by what? 12, right?
You're so pretty.
17 years. Almost 2 decades.
How?
And bought a disc. Let's continue. Let's continue this because I'm as baffled as you are. Fess up, which one of you was it? I wish I was the one. I really do. No, nobody cares about purchasing through links. See, look at that. Look at that. Nostalgia.
So cute.
Spore might be one of the highest profile disappointments in all PC gaming, but it's also a game I have a huge soft spot for. It was the first game I ever begged my parents to pre-order for me for my birthday at the ripe age of 8. And I adored it endlessly back when I had no concept of what anyone else expected it to be. These days, I find myself longing instead of for the evolution sim Spore promised to be rather than a minigame mishmash it ended up as. But maybe all I need is a set of fresh eyes. Lucky me, there's at least one newcomer to the game somewhere out there. That's right, Spore is still moving units, or a unit, according to video game industry analyst Matt Piscatella. As he shared a post on Blue Sky, Spore is one of 9 games and the only PC game to sell a single physical copy in October, alongside Backyard Baseball for the PS2 and Burnout Paradise for the 360. Among video games selling one physical unit in October is Burnout Paradise for the 360, Carnival Games for Wild West 3D for the 3DS, Incredibles 2 Rise of the Underminer on GBA, Imagine Fashion Stylists on the what is NDA? Is that's I want to say it's a Nintendo or no. God, I don't know. Are you looking it up?
I'll look at it. Yep.
I'm gonna feel like an idiot once you say it too. PC's Spore, obviously. Backyard Baseball on the PS2. Hasbro Family Game Night on the PS3. Cooking Mama Cookstar on the PS4, and Ultra Bust-A-Move for the Xbox One X.
I think it's a typo.
It might be.
What's this?
Let's see if it
No?
says anything else in here. Probably doesn't, but this is all about Spore. Let me continue. The source of this data is a monthly video game market results study from Circana, where Piscatella is a senior director. So I can only assume someone hit the bottom of a discount bin at a Walmart in the middle of nowhere. If, dear reader, you happen to know this person who bought a physical copy of Spore in 2025, stay by their side through this process and comfort them when they realize that, yes, the space stage is the only fun part of the game outside of the creature creator.
So, just reverting back, I think it's supposed to be NDS.
Okay. So, Nintendo DS.
I think it was a typo. Yeah.
That might be it. This is the second sign of life that Spore has shown over the past year. In 2024, the Spore website suddenly fired up again, too, complete with an official Discord server. Sure, that's not a lot of activity, but as the saying goes, the fact that it happened twice after all these years, Spore launched in September 2008, is weird, but also cool. Piscatella habitually shares interesting tidbits about game sales on his Blue Sky account, including these monthly studies where commenters routinely ask for a list of games that sold exactly one physical copy. There are no PSP games on this list this time around, but Tom Clancy's Endward did sell 2. Another interesting set of stats from October study is the year-to-date top 20 best-selling games list, where Battlefield 6 is unsurprisingly dominant and Helldivers 2 takes up the caboose. In the perfect world, Spore would have been somewhere on here, but them's the breaks.
Huh.
I fucking love Spore. I can't tell. Like, I've been doing a SimCity 2013 series on my YouTube channel, and that game's a decade old. Like 2013. And it's still like baffles me sometimes how pretty the game looks. Yeah, the systems are kind of broken now because they no longer support the game, and they stopped supporting it I think a few years after it launched. But even then, like, it still has that charm. And Spore was definitely one of those games. I may have to like go back and replay it. I may do like a city builder version of that.
Oh, jeez.
I'm actually looking up to see what it costs. I mean, I mean, not even what I cost. How many hours I put into it? Because I have all the expansions too. On Steam, I have 28 hours in on it.
Jeez.
To me, 28 hours is chump change compared to everything else I play. Let's see if I can launch the EA app. Because I remember buying it physically. I had like the collector's edition, and it came with a DVD version of how they made Spore, and like with a little booklet and everything, and it was really cool. Back when discs were like the big thing. I don't even know if this is gonna tell me. Because I own Spore on EA. I have like a lot of duplicate games. Like I have
that you do.
It says here I have another 24 hours that I've played through the Steam app. Like I may start to download. That's what I'm thinking about. Because I got Spore to run on my Steam Deck of all things.
I'll wait. Hold on.
What? Like, there's no more to that story. It's just downhill from here.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I did start playing Winterboro.
I know, and I have more hours into that than you do.
I know you do. But it's so cute.
I've been playing that on my handheld. Like, that's where I played the majority of it.
I haven't touched it because I'm trying to stream it. But it's really cute. I was so thrilled because I was like, I'm a little mouse.
I
It was
I
a
have
game
mixed
I didn't
feelings
know that
about
I
it.
needed.
I like it. I just it's not hitting that itch for me because I want to decorate my house, and there's absolutely not a
It's
lot.
like very minimal. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a cozy game, but it's not a cozy game. Like it's
actually kind of stressful
yeah,
because you get
it's a winter
cold.
survival game. Like it's a survival game. That's really what it is, and it doesn't do it in the same sense that I would expect a survival game to play, and it
And
makes me
I
mad.
didn't expect that for some reason. I was just like, oh, dirt to dirt, just wandering around outside. And then I can see like the edges of my screen. I'm like, why is that happening? I'm like, I'm getting cold.
Mm-hmm. I
It's so
I wa-
cute.
I was expecting a lot more, and I'm still trying to work on finishing the game. But as far as like it goes, I'm glad it wasn't more than $15 when I bought it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't
But
think this
it's
is worth
just so
more than that.
cute. I love it.
Let's
I'm
go
glad
in.
you recommended it.
I like it. I just don't know if I don't know. Let's go on to the next one because, like I said, it's all downhill from here. And Rockstar is being assholes.
Shocker.
Yep. This is at The Gamer, and this is by Jack Coleman, published November 19th, 2025. Rockstar protesters beg people to consider the human cost of developing GTA 6. Rockstar has been accused of laying off over 30 employees across Edinburgh, Dundee, Lincoln, and Toronto for attempting to unionize. The company claims the employees in question were sharing company secrets on Discord, while the laid off employees maintained the server was only used for communicating with union representatives. Since the layoffs, several protests have been staged outside the company's London and Edinburgh offices. The most recent protest happened last night. Protesters gathered at Rockstar North, marched to the Scottish Parliament, and gave speeches.
Ooh.
When I look at Rockstar now, I see two things. A protester outside Parliament had said, I see a giant international corporation, a machine that creates billions in value for its overseas shareholders in an industry rife with work exploitation, unfair practice, and unreasonable working conditions. Let's stop here for a second. I was going to school for game design. And
You learn something new every day.
I'm glad that the school I was going lost its accreditation, because if I had gone into this industry, I'm sure we've talked about how terrible it is right now. That a lot of people are doing crunch. There's a lot of abuse when it comes to getting people to make video games, and I am not about that. I get paid more to do less at my job than these guys have to do at theirs. And so for all these guys to stop unions from happening, yeah. Unions are a mixed bag, though. You have good and bad with unions. But as far as like company or protecting employees, like unions generally try to do that. Let's continue. Because it's going to get worse. Grand Theft Auto 6 will make billions. That's not a doubt. Shareholders will get rich. Fortunes will be made. But I want people to think of the human cost. The people burnt out. The careers ended. The lives in disarray. They continued. According to Dexterto, another employee named Jack joined the union after years of discontentment at the company's QA department. I was scared at first. I was apprehensive to join, like many of my colleagues in QA. I always felt more dispensable and a bit less skilled than workers in other departments, he said. I thought by joining the union, I could be putting a target on my back. No one should ever feel this way when organizing in their workplace. Jack goes on to describe how how the lives of those affected have been turned upside down with financial instability, lapsing healthcare plans, and potential deportations to contend with. He then asks on one of his colleagues' behalf, saying that this individual is fired by Rockstar while on paternity leave. While on paternity leave. Can you imagine having your kid and then your work saying, "Don't come back"?
I'd be.
I would sue.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, especially since paternity leaves in most countries, other than our own, are protected.
Oh yeah. Must be nice.
Yep. Yep. One of our friends in particular had plans that didn't involve being unceremoniously fired while on paternity leave. Just 9 days after the birth of his second child, this is the human cost of this decision. The human cost that wouldn't have been considered when it was brazenly and recklessly made because it wasn't quantifiable number on a spreadsheet, he said. Grand Theft Auto is set to release exactly 1 year from now on November 19th, 2026. So I didn't plan on buying GTA 6 off the bat. This kind of doesn't make me want to buy it at all.
The
Because I
more
hate
that
hearing
people,
stories about this.
the more that people hear about that, though, I'm sure that's not going to help their case either.
Well, the thing is, a lot of people like this news is hitting us because this is what we do. We talk about the news stories that interest us, and I do a lot of like deep dives into interesting stories.
That you do.
And this story in particular, like, yeah, we're reading it here, but the huge majority of people that are going to buy GTA 6 probably don't pay attention to the industry at all.
No.
So it sucks that Rockstar is abusing its employees and firing people who just had kids.
It really messes with your ethics and morals as far as like, this is a game that I wanted to get, but if this is how you're treating the people that have helped make it, then
Why am I going to support somebody that makes
that just, yeah.
decisions like that? That's what I'm saying, and it sucks. It sucks. I feel bad for all the people that are out of work right now because they wanted to try and have better working conditions.
Crazy.
Yeah. I say that because I'm part of a union, and from experience, like I can't say a lot of what I think about our union because if anybody watches, I don't want to put that part in jeopardy. But as far as for the most part, like I am glad that my family has the health insurance and I have the job protection that I have with
Yeah.
my job. But the last story, I know we're going a bit long today. We had to make up for 2 weeks of not being around. And I want to talk about this fucking scumbag before we leave.
I'm excited now because you
Okay.
seem mad.
I am. I'm very bad. I'm very mad because this story has been going on for a while. And have you ever played Subnautica?
No, but
Do you know what it is? It's an underwater survival game.
That's probably why I didn't play it. Yeah, I know what it is. Never
It-
played it because that fear.
I love
God
it
made
on
me
my
a
Steam
land
Deck.
critter.
Like it plays really well, and like the game is very unique. It's different in and it just has a really good like positive fan base. But this asshole, we're gonna get into it. This is by at Kotaku by Ethan Gach or Gach or Gach. I don't know. Published November 17th, 2025. Subnautica 2 publisher allegedly asked GPT to find a way out of paying co-founders.
The end.
Okay. That's it. That's it.
The end. Oh my god.
Unknown Worlds co-founders were fired out of the blue earlier this year and have been suing publisher Krafton ever since. Let's blow this up a little bit. There we go. Because I was finding it hard to read, and I'm sure people that want to like read this also are. Claiming it wrongly terminated them to avoid paying a $250 million bonus if Subnautica 2 hit certain sales milestones. The studio's co-founders now claim in a new filing based on discovery during the legal process that Krafton engineered a takeover only after it failed to renegotiate lower bonuses. The publisher's CEO allegedly even consulted ChatGPT to try and get out of the massive payout. The fuck? Like, can you imagine asking an AI, hey,
How do I jip people?
how do I get out of having to pay co-founders who helped me start up this company?
It almost makes me want to type it in myself just to see what it says.
Just to see what it could say. Yeah.
Oh,
No,
God.
I'm with you. But fucking Jesus. A copy of a pre-trial briefing release recently filed on behalf of unknown founders Charles Cleveland, Adam Max McGuire, and Edward Ted Gill. I don't think they needed these stupid middle names in there. Come on, guys. I get you may be called somebody else, but chill. Includes new evidence, they say, vindicates their side of the dispute. Namely, that Krafton was well aware of their ongoing roles within the company, that they weren't directly leading Subnautica 2's development, and that concerns about delaying the top wish-listed Steam game over missing content only arose after Krafton got worried about having to make $250 million payout it agreed to back when it acquired the studio. Krafton terminated the founders and seized control of Unknown Worlds in order to avoid the earnout, reads the group's lasting filing. Smoking gun documents show that Krafton was looking for ways to cancel the earnout and that its secret Project X was designed to either make a deal on the earnout or execute a takeover. When the founders would not agree to Krafton's demands related to the earnout, Krafton decided a takeover would be the easier route. It goes on to cite snippets of internal communication at Krafton, including an apparent conversation between publisher's CEO Kim Chang-han and its head of global operations Richard Yuen. So let's look at this. I had a phone call a little while ago. This time they're asking for $75 million for themselves and $40 million for the team members. They say they won't do it unless we negotiate the packages of the teams together. And Richard Yuen says the bucket for the team members we are thinking of at present is $10 million. It might be easier to just take over. Set a date and send a letter if you need to send it in advance. The exchange suggests Krafton was not only seeking to lowball the co-founders on their original bonus, but the rest of the development team as well. Yeah. They basically said instead of paying the team the $40 million, and that would be spread across everybody, they were just going to take $10 million and spread it across everybody. The fuck?
It's like, that's people's livelihood.
You have all these people that are putting so much money into, or not really money, but putting so much effort and time into helping you make this game, and you want to stiff them? That can only end badly. Let's finish this up. The new filing also claims that Krafton felt it had overpaid for Unknown Worlds and wanted to avoid following through on the original contractually obligated payout at all costs, even going on so far as to ask an AI chatbot for help. Maria Park told Kim. It seems to be highly likely that the earn-out will be paid if the sales goal is achieved regardless of the dismissal with cause. The new filing reads, Kim turned to artificial intelligence to help him brainstorm ways to avoid paying the earnout. ChatGPT likewise advised that it would be difficult to cancel the earnout. The co-founders claim Crafton refused to produce the ChatGPT conversations and, when pressed, confirmed they no longer exist. Well, if he confirmed they no longer exist, it means they still happen.
That means yeah.
Crafton disputes that characterization. No, this claim is simply a distraction from their own efforts to destroy evidence, such as Charlie's reminder to the other key employees, Max and Ted, to delete anything incriminating from their own ChatGPT accounts, it said in a statement to Kotaku. The pre-trial briefing also accuses Crafton of throwing out new justifications for the co-founders' filings in hopes that one might stick. This includes allegations that the co-founders intentionally deceived the publisher about job changes and other important studio business, and also stole files before their firings. The co-founders dispute this, arguing that Crafton was well aware of everything going on and that no confidential information was ever disseminated. They further claim that no one in Crafton prior to the firings ever expressed the need to delay Subnautica 2 from its upcoming August early access launch. So we're not going to read. I think there's a little bit left. I don't think we really need to read this. These are the same guys that did like Kerbal Space Programming and like canceled its sequel. And I have a buddy that was really mad about that. But you have a game that people take in high regard and really want the second one to hit just as good. And you are fucking with the people, one, making it, and two, trying to get out of having to pay them to do it. That seems like a bad idea in my opinion.
But again, how often are people that are actually looking forward to these games paying this much attention?
You're right. It's a shame. It reminds me
of
that
care
story
as much as we do.
It reminds me of that story I read a little while back where a programmer, basically that had helped, like, he started with the company, like set up the company and everything. When they went to go do layoffs and everything, he had wrote a code in their system that said that basically like read the registry of employees. And if his name did not appear in the registry, it would shut down and start deleting files on everybody's computers. I mean, granted, he did get in trouble, but like,
crazy.
Yeah, like if he didn't leave on his own accord, then sure. But if his name was taken off a registry because they were firing him and it starts shutting everything down, that should be a sign.
Should be.
It's just mental. It's mental, I tell you.
I'm pretty mental. That's mental.
Yeah, we know. You have two different colors of hair right now.
I know.
You look like Cruella DeVille.
Thank you. I actually had a gentleman ask me today what color my hair was in my driver's license. I was like, "Oh, it was green to my to my armpit." He's like, "What?" Like, yeah, and that was like not even a year ago.
I mean, mine still has my driver's license still has hair, and I don't have any now. So it does.
Crazy.
It is what it is. It's crazy. We just went through 7 news articles in an hour. I didn't even think that was possible.
I'm surprised.
I know. Usually we can barely get through 4 without having to. I think it's because we just
so
rolled
focused
into one and just kept going and going and going.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Christmas.
I am, but I have the child's birthday on the 26th, so that's the only thing I care about. I have so many presents to wrap. Literally,
I know what I'm
like
getting because I'm excited.
So my mom texted like me and my stepmom, like, oh, just wanted to make sure that we got all these things. My mom sent a novel of what she got. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, quit
Oh, yeah.
buying stuff.
My
And then my
mother-in-law
stepmom got like 4 things.
my mother-in-law bought our kids a ton of presents, and which is crazy because my daughter came home after my mother-in-law picked her up from school with stuff from Five Below, and I'm like, she has come home with something from your house every day this week.
But that's what grandmas
Where
do.
am I going to put all these toys?
That's, yeah. But
My
that was
wife and I have plans on like cleaning the living room with a big black trash bag before Christmas because we have a new sofa coming in.
Ooh.
Yeah, it has recliners. I am super excited.
Ooh.
But it's just like one of those things. Like
It's time
we gotta get
to
rid of a
clean.
bit of what we have. Like the
Yeah.
Legos and stuff will stay, but the rest is gonna start going.
Yeah. That was my biggest realization the other day was my daughter didn't ask for any toys.
She's getting old.
I know. I'm not gonna cry.
Speaking of what I'm getting, because
she's not a baby no more.
my mother-in-law gave us like my wife and I like, hey, this is how much money you guys have between yourselves. What do you want? And my wife and I were like, oh, what do we want? My wife was like, oh, I'm probably going to ask for like money towards my trip and stuff. And I've been looking for a new wedding ring because when mine was originally sized, I was like close to 300 pounds. So my ring was massive. I think it was like a 14 or a 15.
Holy cow.
And now when I wear it, even with like a ring sizing brace type of thing, I fling my hand and it flies off my finger. I wanted a new ring for Christmas. And it just so happened to be that the $800 ring I was eyeing was on sale for
I
Black
remember
Friday.
this conversation now.
It was like 45% off, and then I got another 35% off of that because they sent me a stupid thing in the mail, and I'm like, this is what I want. I am getting a ring with genuine T-Rex bone in it. It has T-Rex bone in my ring.
Oh my god.
It has T-Rex bone.
But did you know that it has T-Rex bone in it?
No, I mean, I like.
Hold on, I need you to stem a little harder here.
Hold
for me.
on. I will send you a picture because it came into
I
the mail.
know what it is.
I had it
Send
shipped
to me.
to my house. I opened it up because I had to make sure it fit before I handed it over to my mother-in-law to wrap. Because I wanted to make sure that the ring I was getting was gonna fit. I'm so excited.
Are you crying?
Yeah, my mother-in-law loves me so much. I wish I could say the same for my own mother. Because here's the thing. Some of the biggest things in my man cave, my mother-in-law has bought for me.
Aww.
My holy grail set, the Lego Millennium Falcon, the big one I have, the $850 to $900 one, my mother-in-law bought me when she retired.
Aww.
They like gave her this like payout, and she was like, Jordan, Luke, you both get $1,000. What do you want? And I had an answer for her that minute.
I'm sure you did.
I was like, and she was like, okay, no questions, no nothing. She was just like, here you go.
Okay.
It's on the way. I'm like, I was like, no way. And so, like, it's just one of those things. Like, I am extremely grateful for my mother-in-law and my father-in-law all the time. All the time.
So I already know what I got for Christmas, and it's like killing me because like I want to open something with the child on Christmas, right?
Is it as cool as a T-Rex bone?
No, but
I'm glad
it
you
is.
said that. It makes me feel good.
But it is a kitchen island because I have no counter space in my kitchen.
Oh, that's really cool. We have an
But
island
like,
built in where our stove is. So that's
see, and I I have my blender out, I have my air fryer, and then my crock pot. But it's like there's only one outlet that I can use, but it's like hanging on the edge of the
yeah.
counter, and I'm like just
So
staring
you
at it.
need like prep space.
I
That's really what you need.
I have the prep space. I need the stuff to cook and
Mm.
blend things like on the island because there's another outlet, but it's like all the way across the kitchen. And so I'm like,
Hmm.
okay, I need to. I really wanted to like pull it out before Thanksgiving so I could just set my crock pot on it, but I was like, no, don't touch it. I did go like into the closet where I have all the presents, and I was like, nope.
Is it like wrapped? Like,
No, so
or is it
some of
just
the
like
things that we
waiting?
got are wrapped because like my stepmom and my mom got them and then shipped them over.
Mm-hmm.
But like everything else, like that couldn't fit in the closet, and I'm like, it's just gonna
I
sit
get it.
there.
I get it. I get it.
And so my stepmom even asked me earlier today. She's like, "Oh, did you end up getting a package at your house?" And I'm like, "I don't know because by the time my kid gets home, like I'm not home.
Mm-hmm.
Like every package that's come in, she takes it and she puts it in the closet." And I'm like, "At least you're smart enough to do that." But like, come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know what came in.
I when my mother-in-law asked, I had backup ideas. Like there are a few Clone Wars Lego sets that I'm waiting for. What's that? Is that a Lego set?
That Kickstart that I showed you
Oh,
with
is that
my
book?
friend's book with the
Nice.
audio book, and there's like little art pieces and stickers.
Oh, that's really cool.
I still haven't opened it yet.
That's like the Dracula leather bound edition I have up there that I helped kickstart.
Yes.
I get it. I get it. It's
Love
really
it.
cool.
So excited.
We're starting to put a lot of our like collective books upstairs on like shelves, like our collection to show our fancy books, like our night editions of Akatar.
Funny story. My mom found these books and she was like, "Oh, these are for the child." My sister informed my mother that these are not for
They are
children.
not children's books.
No.
Those are sitting up on our shelves right now. And
Yeah.
my wife was like, "Oh, I want you to read Fourth Wing with me." I was like, "I've read a whole series. I've read 3 series by an author that you picked. We got to read something I have to pick this time."
Yes.
She won't read Dune with me, which would have been my pick. But she will give
I
Lord of the
love
Rings a
you,
shot.
but she will or will not.
She will.
Okay.
And I wasn't even going to make her read like Frank Herbert's son's books. I was just going to make her read the Frank Herbert books. Maybe I'll throw in some like Star Wars expanded universe stuff.
Halo.
I didn't even read the Halo books.
I've read a couple, but
Was it to please a boy?
no, it was like my brother started playing Halo, so then I was like,
Hmm.
"Oh, I'll just read the book since I can't play the game." And I was like, meh.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Did you see that they're remastering the first campaign and like releasing it? I think we talked about this before. But they're
Maybe,
releasing and
but
remastering or remaking the first game's campaign, and they're releasing it on Xbox, PlayStation, and PS3. Or not PS3, PC. My bad. not PS3. It'd be funny if they released it for the PS3. Like they just send it all the way
My
back.
thing is, can you run? Because there's like the Master Chief collection, right?
Mhm.
Oh my gosh. I didn't realize like there was no running in these games back then.
Oh yeah, I think it is completely updated
It's
to allow
crazy.
sprinting.
Oh
Like
my
I went and
God.
played the original Halo, or like I started with Reach because I wanted to play them in chronological order, and I got past the first level, and I was like, I'm done. I'm
It's like, I
done.
can't run anywhere.
There's no running in this, and it
It's
like
so good.
it's just
But
a
then you
second
start
game.
jumping around everywhere and you're moving faster. I'm like, so that's why we were jumping everywhere. It's so funny to me. The things we did in our early gaming days.
We take for granted everything we have now.
I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is game over. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to be on the show, please hit me up, the Giga Gamer Dad, on Discord, YouTube, Twitter, anywhere else you can find us. If you want to be on the show, that'd be great. I'd like some more commentary, some more surprises, some more pizzazz.
He's getting tired of me, is what he's saying.
I am not getting tired of you. I'll never get tired of you. It's just,
Oh.
oh boy, it's just been a long week. I've slowed down my release schedule for SimCity to once a week instead of bi-weekly, because yesterday I usually like film Thursdays on Wednesday and then Mondays on Thursday, and I was just like,
Mm.
I'm losing my damn mind right now because I have other projects on the back burner, like reviewing the handheld and reviewing Void Train, and I just, if I don't have a spot in the day to be able to do those, then I can't. I've already
Yeah.
recorded all the B-roll footage for Void Train, like all the gameplay footage. Like
Oh, good.
I just need to actually do the review now, and I keep putting it off.
I'll remind you from now on.
I
I'll
thank
just be like,
God
hey.
I don't read the reminder. I am autistic, and it sits on the back of my head the whole day. So don't worry, I don't need reminders. Where can they find you?
Instagram, Twitter, Discord, YouTube, Xbox. If you really want to play with a crappy player and make yourself look and feel good, I got you.
Well, ladies and gents, for the 4 or 5 of you that showed up today, thank you so much. Look forward to seeing you guys next week. And ciao, guys. Bye.